Good evening. Welcome to a Christmas edition of Coffee Talk. It is number 360. We're right at 7 p.m. Sunday evening, and this is Coffee Talk Live. Please leave a like to support the channel, it will be greatly appreciated. And I'm drinking Folgers coffee. Hard to see it, it's about halfway gone. KP Heathen, my friend. Folgers coffee with some good French vanilla creamer. Yes, Merry Christmas. Alakaneda. Welcome, my friend from India. And the Black Widow. Welcome, Black Widow. David Hunt. Welcome, David. Long time no see. I haven't visited you, you haven't visited me, but Merry Christmas and thank you for coming in today. I just haven't been doing what I was doing before. I'm sorry, I hadn't been doing them. Between work, my wife's health, my health, my strength or lack thereof, I hadn't been doing them. You want to catch me doing a live stream? I'm surely going to do them on the weekend. I'm trying to do. I'm off right now, so for the next 2 weeks, I'm trying to do them as regularly as I can. So I'll try to do one for the rest of the week. It may not be a full hour. It may be 30 minutes, but I will try to get a live stream in. And I do thank all of you for being here. 5 in the house, 3 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. And we just now hit 7 o'clock. I actually started at 6:58, so let's hope we'll get a few more people in to the stream, and we'll talk about things that are going on. Trying to finish up my coffee. Little Lone Prepper. How are you doing, Little Lone Prepper? I have been tidying up and organizing. My desk looks a lot better. I can actually see what's on it now. I can actually get to and see what's on it. So, New Year's coming up. If you have insurance, you'll be getting new cards. So I have my insurance and my wife's insurance are both Blue Cross, but different policies, different. So I get a card, she gets a card. She gets a dental card. I get a vision card because I don't need dental. I've never really had a cavity before. Organizing the stuff, making sure that you have the new stuff when you actually do go to the doctor. If you go to the doctor, you want your new cards. You don't want, they're going to raise hell if you don't have the new card because they want them a copy of it. That's a headache to be thinking about. Trying to get all my financial stuff organized. Okay, it'll be tax season coming up. You should receive forms from your job or from your retirement, or whatever, at the end of January. You should receive something other at the end of January or the beginning of February so that you can do your taxes. My daughter just got married, so she's got a new last name. and I will be doing her tax because her taxes are easy to do. I'll be doing her tax return for her. This will probably be the last time I do it, and then after this year, next year she'll probably do a joint filing with her husband, and we'll make arrangements for it to be done at a good tax service like Jackson Hewitt, which in the past I've had them do my taxes. Um, Uncle Al, die Bullfrog 79. Merry Christmas, Uncle Al. Joseph Moore, my friend Joseph Moore. Welcome, Joseph Moore. I'm not paying attention. Got friends coming in. And I'm finishing my coffee. This is probably maybe the fourth cup of today. This is the fourth cup of the day. One or two more swallows or swigs. Well, I hope it was a good Christmas for you. We did all of our Christmas dinner and such before my daughter got married this past weekend. We had a dinner towards the end of this last week. Today it was leftover tacos from yesterday for breakfast, boxed lunches from HEB, really nice boxed lunches. I'll be having a brisket sandwich left over from brisket from this last week, because we had brisket. And I'll be having a brisket sandwich when the live stream's over. I'll probably be eating a piece of pecan pie, gourmet pecan pie. I've also got a pumpkin pie that I purchased yesterday, pumpkin and pecan. Had a couple of donuts earlier. Really good. This second day, they were fresh yesterday, so I nuked them yesterday, had two yesterday, and I nuked them today, had two today with coffee. I think that was probably the third cup. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. So, talk a little bit about the basics. I'm not Dave Ramsey, but talk a little bit about basics. When you get paid, the first thing you do is you set aside money to pay the bills. You calculate what your bills are for the month, and if you have direct deposit, or if you have to mail in a check, or if you debit card or whatever you have to withdraw, that money comes first to pay the bills. Living expenses, you know, gasoline for your car, food, any type of expense, that comes up first. It's a good idea, if you can, to try to save 15%. So having a separate account or a savings account where you can put, it's like tithing for the church. They call stewardship or tithing. Setting aside 15% if you can. Always save, set aside. You want to have at least 2 months worth of bill payments. You need money in your account saved aside to, if something happened to your job where you're not getting paid, or you have to find a new job, you want to have money to pay the bills for a couple of months. It'd be good to have money to pay the bills for 6 months, but I mean at least 2 months. And Mike Crusher Reviews, my friend Mike, thank you for coming in. Have you uploaded anything, Mike? Merry Christmas. I keep a folder that I put stuff in, and I have a black book that I basically list all of the expenses for the month. I also record other things, like something comes up. We do the oil. I record that. We have we put out money for stuff. I record all of that. I keep track of all that. What came in? What went out? What did I have left over? Transfer money into savings. You know. So at the end of the month, after everything's taken care of and I got money left over, we transfer money into savings, and then we start the next month with our deposits that come in. Waiting for an Uber. I didn't get to it today. I will get to it. Little Lone Purpose box. I'm sending her a follow-up box. I expect to get it mailed off this week, and I expect her to get it this next week at some point. I'll be off the remainder of this week and next week, so I will definitely get her box out to her. I will do she's not producing content. I will do a video of the box, and I will upload the video so people can see, And it's a follow-up box, so it'll be lots of stuff. It will be stuff similar to what Uncle Al got in his box. The recent box I sent him, a lot of components and such, plus some FRHs, which aren't worth a poop, but she wants FRHs, and I said I would send them to her. I've been saying that for the last couple of months, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. I apologize. It's been how it is. I did check to make sure I've got her address, and I will be sending it out to her. Melinda Elliott. Hello, Melinda Elliott. My friend Melinda Elliott from Louisiana. Yes, I had commented, Mayor Ben. Welcome, Mayor Ben. We have a mayor on board. Welcome, Mayor Ben. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. 10 in the house and 9 likes. Thank me after you get it. Excuse me. If I was Santa, and I'm not, the kids will be waiting forever. Hey, am I going to get it this year? I'm sorry. Oh, Lord of my. I have been giving people. I gave out a couple of Bibles before I left for a couple of people. Got Bibles from me. A nice study Bible. And I need to order some more of those. Anyway, I'm working on it. I have tried to figure out what the total damages were. I told my wife, I said, your medical bills this last year, if we'd had to pay for it, was probably $500,000. And we exceeded maximum out of pocket in January. It's like $5,000 maximum out of pocket, and we hit that in January, early January, first test last year. We always in a hurry, but it's challenging, trying to keep track of the medications and everything and what you take. And I've got a pill organizer. I take 7 pills every morning. One of them is a baby aspirin. So I actually take 6 prescription medications plus the baby aspirin every morning. And so with me, it's not that difficult. I just keep that pill caddy full and make sure that today, this date, I took it. Her stuff is a lot more because she takes stuff like 3 times a day, sometimes 4 times a day. She's taking certain medications and just trying to keep track of that and trying to make sure she has her medications. And just looking up to see what the damn stuff means. They keep changing stuff around on her for different things. Um, well, congratulations, Merman. You go with your bad self. Your significant other. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, God. Drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. So I'm just thinking, New Year coming up, spring semester, first semester's over, spring semester, and I'll have some more transitions. My paraprofessional that just graduated, they're going to give her a class of her own, so she's going to be teaching in January, and then I'm hopefully going to be getting a really outstanding paraprofessional that I've had my eye on, I've been asking for, and I think I'm finally going to get the boss said I'm going to get it, which the other boss or the junior boss didn't want me to have, but because she does all these other things, but I need good help for my program. So I will have two paraprofessionals again. One of them spends a good chunk of the day just accompanying kids to classes. When they go out to a class, they have to be supervised and accompanied and set with. And if they're having a bad day, then they will intervene and, if necessary, bring them back, or I have to go get them. It is what it is when you're doing a behavioral unit, which is, I have 4 students, I have a behavioral unit. And I may be picking up an extra student or two. It takes a while. They work their way in as a 6th grader, then maybe working their way into my behavioral unit, in which case, here we are, half the school year's over, and they're getting to the point where, okay, it's time to put them in. That may be happening in the next foreseeable future. But, and it is a stressful job. I mean, good days are good days. Bad days, you need 20 people with you. It's, the way it is. Every once in a while, a kid has a bad day. Two times this year, I've had 2 kids have a bad day at the same time. Now, that's bad when you got 2 of them having a bad day. But, you get paid for it, and it is what it is. It's the way it is. So, I'm trying to figure out what the wedding cost. I'm trying to figure out, what it cost. Different things, going through, and just like, God Almighty. And this was not the royal wedding. It seemed like it was a royal wedding. This was not the royal wedding, but this is, wasn't a cheap wedding. I mean, our vehicles are older and they run really well, and we got a good mechanic, but driving an old vehicle, 3 hours up to Houston, and I do not want to be in a situation where one would break down. So we used a rental, and 3-day rental, $250 ish with insurance. We stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. Really nice room, nice king size bed, very comfortable. The nice continental, nice breakfast, and nice omelets, Western omelets. I complained I was talking to the owner. I said, the one complaint I had, I said, that little coffee maker you had little pods, they were decaf. They had 3 decaf pods there. Wasn't any caffeine. Decaf. I don't think he liked that I said that, but I mean, he made a note of it, because really, I don't know, but I'm not a decaf drinker. Decaf doesn't do a damn thing for me. If I get up in the morning, I need caffeine. God help me, I need caffeine. Yoda, my friend Yoda, welcome and congratulations. Yoda hit over 4K. He is blessed. He's growing. Yoda's blessed life. Like number 11. 11 in the house. My friend Dave. I will be getting in touch with you in the near future. I did get your address. I'll be sending you something other. Hey, take care, Mike. God bless. And upload some more stuff so I can watch it. Uh-oh. Did you get one? Did you get a mail order bride from Asia? I watch a lot of stuff. I've got 3 or 4 channels over Margie and Dea, Jocelyn of Taiwan. There are several, and they do a lot of out and about. Beautiful places, beautiful places. I feel bad for Taiwan because they got the Chinese screaming down their necks. Philippines, beautiful. I don't think I want to be in the big cities, but there's some smaller places, and the cost of living. That'd be, if you were an expat and you wanted to go over there, with my income, I'd live like a king. I'd live like 2 kings if I was to move over there. But I mean, that's not going to happen. I remember. No, I did not, Dave. I remember what you told me, and I hadn't done it. But and I won't share it. But yeah, I remember. I was thinking about it. I have not been doing playlists. I haven't been giving people love. I mean, since my wife went in September. Since September, I haven't been doing that. My activity's been way down. I try to put up 1 or 2 shorts a day. If I got a short that's really moving, I leave it alone until it slows down, and then I'll put another one. I'll put up another short tonight. I put up one about 3 hours ago, and it's moving on 400. Last time I checked. Before I go to bed, I'll put up another one. I got a bunch of stuff that I shot that I can put up, and but like I said, I've got to load up a box, and 10 watching, 12 likes. Yes, thank you. I've got to load up a box for Little Lone Prepper and get it out. I'm trying to organize and reorganize and working on stuff. Like, if you look right here, there are 6 cases. Like, right along in here, this is other stuff. Like, up that way, that's other little boxes. But I got 6 cases right there that recently came in. I got a bunch more cases back over here. I just got some Agason Farms white rice buckets. They're like 25 pounds a piece. Just got 2 of those in. Long-term storage, white rice, long grain. I buy stuff when I can get it on sale. Oh, feel free to drop your link, or feel free to do that. I never did get a co-pilot. I've been looking for a wing person, and I never did get a wing person. I've tried a couple out, and it's like, the commitment of the time and everything. Then I keep being told, upgrade the equipment. Well, I'm using an iPad, 10th generation iPad, which is, I guess, the current generation. I got a 10th generation iPad, really nice one that I use for the stream. Got a iPhone 12, reconditioned iPhone 12 that I got a real good deal on. I don't want to pay $1,000, for a damned iPhone, whatever. I really could use a MacBook. We have a MacBook, and I could use a MacBook, but the wife basically has adopted that, and she's using it. And I've thought about buying a second one for me because it's like, I don't know. She keeps eyeing the iPad, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to buy another iPad." These iPads are like $500 for an iPad, a new one. Uh, my brother-in-law and I want to pick your brain for 30 plus minutes about prepping. Well, that's fine, no problem. We'll talk. Yeah, they're very nice and they're not cheap. I had got a reconditioned one, about $450 for a reconditioned one. I may break down and buy a new one. That's gonna be a chunk. Anyway, I'm trying to save money. I don't want to. I don't want to make payments on it. My wife wants me to get a travel trailer for the summer, so I'm trying to set aside money on a monthly basis so I can basically just buy it. Um, where I don't have to make payments, and then I will probably want it making payments on a new truck. You know, that way I can haul it. I can use the Jimmy. We're gonna have one new vehicle, one older vehicle. My Jimmy's 25 years old. Said, leave me alone. I go along the road 35, 40 miles an hour. I just drive around town. Don't take it out any place. Well, we take it for camping out, haul a trailer, whatever. Take it out to Coletto Park, which is like 20 miles. But I mean, I don't. It's it's old like me. It's a classic. 25 years old is a classic. It runs really well. It's been air rethane. It's got about 200,000 miles on the engine. When something needs to be done, and I may just put a new engine in it. If the engine goes out, just get a new engine, have a new engine put in it. But that's my baby. Body's in good shape, no rust. Needs a paint job. It's really faded out. Needs a paint job. Uh, I got a new mic that connects to my camera for Christmas. Well, that's nice. My MacBook has a 2 terabytes of space. Yeah, I have a 1 terabyte external hard drive that I've had for 10 years that I use for, you know. Take care, Uncle Al. Thank you for coming. Uh, we're about 30 minutes into the live stream. 9 in the house, 11 likes. So, I was talking a little bit about financial stuff. And the idea being that, and I tell this to my kids all the time, you should try to save. And my new son-in-law and my daughter might sit down with them when they get back from their honeymoon. They're on an 8-day cruise. She texted today some pictures. They went in at Honduras. I guess they have a port down there that they went to, and they're going to wind up, I think, over in the Bahamas or something other, and then they'll come home. But the idea being is that if at all possible, you should be saving money. If you're basically every dime you bring in goes out at the end of the month, you're screwed. You need to be able to save some money. You need to be able to have sufficient income to be able to save some money. And the idea being, the target goal is like 15%. If you can save 15% a month, then so like on $1,000, that's $150. $2,000, that's $300. $4,000, that's $600. My daughter is working as an intern, and she's got her LPCA, and she takes home about $4,000 a month. Just start her job. So I'm telling her if you can save about $600 a month, and then her husband, she makes a little more than her husband does at this point, and I'm not happy about that, but he's going to have to get it together, and we're going to have to talk about that. But the idea being, if you save, And then, so talking financing. Same thing with prepping. You inventory what you have. What do you have? Figure out what do you need. What is your scenario? What's the scenario? Walter Davis, welcome, Walter. What is your scenario? Long time no see. Mom of four boys. Hello, Mom. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Merry Christmas, guys. Yeah, my content is offensive. It is offensive. It's offensive to anybody who's blue pilled. If you're not red pilled, I'm offensive. You know, I look offensive. I don't look too, look. I'm offensive to look at. Not for the weak of heart. But thank you for leaving a like. 13 likes, 8 in the house. I laugh at myself. I laugh at myself. I laugh at other people. I laugh at myself. And I criticize myself all the time. If you can't laugh at yourself, you got some issues. But don't take yourself too seriously. I try not to. And don't walk around with a chip on your shoulder. I mean, just giving advice. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Be nice to everybody. My daughter, I remember a couple of years ago we were having a conversation, and one of the older relatives passed away, and we were sort of honor bound to go to the funeral. And she didn't want to go because she didn't have a good relation with this person. And I said, well, sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. And you go, it's an afternoon, you be respectful, say hello to people, smile at people, wave at people, and go about your business. If you do not go, they will find reasons to criticize you and talk about you, and they will do that for the foreseeable future. But if you go and you pay your respects and you don't have any grief with anybody, then you go about your business. And there are people who are going to be there you don't want to see, people you don't like, and just go about your business. Every once in a while, unfortunately you're related to, and you can't. It's great injustice in life. You don't get to choose your relatives. So there's some people you're related to that I understand. I'm the same way. But I go about my business, and I have to see them once a year. Twice a year maybe, briefly, depending on what's going on. And hello, how's it going? I mean, there were people at the wedding I didn't really care to see. I sat there, at the bridal party table. You got the you got the bride's family, immediate family, on one table. Facing across the other way, you got the groom's family, and the bride and groom sit at the main table up front. But they weren't really there because they're out and about dancing and talking to people and just doing all their crap, and they spent very little time at that table. And then our family, the bride's family's in the back, the groom's family's on the other side, like separated out. And I just sat there. People come and say hello, pat you on the shoulder. How's it going? Oh, I'm doing fine. How you doing? And had several people ask me to dance. No, don't feel like dancing. My legs bother me. Don't feel like dancing. Well, for one thing, Baptists really don't dance much. The other thing is I'm old. When I was young, I danced. I could dance really well. Matter of fact, in junior year in high school, won a dance contest. Back when disco was still around. That tells you how long ago that was, back in the 70s, late 70s. But no, if I dance to slow music or two-step country, it's about the dancing I do. And I didn't feel like it. And I hadn't felt like it, recently. I hadn't felt like doing anything recently, but I mean, I got through it. Going upstairs, thank God there's an elevator. I have to go up to the second floor sometimes at the school The special ed classes are all upstairs, second floor, except for mine. My class and the life skills unit are both out buildings towards the back. So I have my own little area where I go to, and I pretty much stay there the whole day. And if I need something, I send one of my people out. I usually go get the breakfast about 7:45 in the morning, and then one of my people usually goes gets the lunches. The kids eat lunch. We eat lunch in the building inside, and we got a restroom inside the class. But anyway, I was just explaining to her, occasionally when she got that message, she's learned that she's got that message. That way, you don't give them a reason to talk. Don't give them an excuse to complain about you. Take care of your business, smile, go about your business, and don't give them an excuse to try to criticize you. Because there'll be people who criticize you no matter what you do. There'll be people who criticize you. That's just how things are. Let's see. Everybody's come in recently is greeting everybody else. Yep. 7 in the house. So, I'll be doing a 1,900 subscriber giveaway. The same way I've done one ever since 500. But I got to get to 1,900. Now, I was at 1,728, and then this last weekend I went up to 1,731. I was at 1,731. And then in a 24-hour period, for whatever reason, I dropped down to I was at 1,831. And for whatever reason, I dropped down to 1,815. I lost 16 subscribers in a 24-hour period. 16 subscribers. I'm now sitting at 1,817 or 18. So I'm, I dropped it down. And I'm not growing the way I was growing. And I'm not, I grow in spurts. Truthfully, I grow in spurts. And I'm not doing outreach. I'm not reaching out to channels trying to exchange, growth with them. Somebody comes in, they subscribe me, I'll subscribe them back. I'll watch a couple of their videos, leave comments on it, and subscribe them back. We grow together, type thing. But I don't know. I had a little over 1,500 subscribers in January. So early January this last year, and here we are getting ready to come into January again, and I probably have picked up a little over 300 subscribers in the period of this last year. There are people who pick up 300 subscribers in a month or more. I was averaging, when I was active for a good year or so, I was really active, I would average 100 new subscribers a month. I was gaining about 100 subscribers a month. And then for whatever reason, it just dropped way off. Well, I wasn't putting forth the effort. I wasn't doing the content. I wasn't doing the outreach. I wasn't doing I wasn't giving back to people who were reaching out to me. I mean, I would thank them, but that's about it. I wasn't viewing their stuff. And, I could have monetized back in January, and I waited a long time to do it. And I am monetized now, but I will tell you, I don't ask for super chats or whatever. I don't ask people to donate money to me. I don't need the money. If you want to send me a box, or if you want to trade boxes, I'd be happy to do that. I think somebody buying space, or somebody had said something to me about wanting to send me a box. I said, okay, we'll exchange hostages. You send me something, I'll send you something. And I don't think I sent her my mailing address yet. I think that's the problem. And she's not in here tonight. I haven't seen her tonight. But she puts out a lot of religious type content. And I hear the TV back there. My wife. Oh, Lady Dark Gaming. How are you doing? Let me see about giving you a Lady Dark Gaming was the winner of my dag nabbit. Let me get here. I gotta go back here. Let's see. Dag nabbit. I'm trying to change out. Switch channels. Go back to the other one. Go to live stream. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, here you are. Lady Dark Gaming. Let me give you a standard moderator. There you go. Lady Dark Gaming, you are now a standard moderator on my channel. Lady Dark Gaming was the 1,800 subscriber giveaway. And I am subscribed to her channel, and she puts up a lot of gaming type stuff. She's young, and she puts up a lot of gaming type stuff. Mr. Whistle, how are you doing, Mr. Whistle? Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Hope you're doing well, and Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm talking and I'm not paying attention, which is not good. 42 minutes in, 9 in the house, 14 likes. So I will do a 1,900 subscriber giveaway, and the way you qualify for one of my drawings is please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released when I hit 1,900. So I'm planning on releasing a video this week on the box I'm going to do for Little Lone Prepper, and I'll upload that. So I anticipate, because I don't do that many videos, and if Buying Space winds up sending me a box, I'll do a mail call on that one, and perhaps I'll send her a box, and that'll be another video. But I don't do that many videos, and so when I get I'm getting close to 1,900, that's when you want to look and check and see, did I leave a comment on each of those last 5 videos? So this last subscriber giveaway, I had 14 channels that had one of the videos had 18 different people leave comments on, and then I basically took that and I wrote down those names, and I started scrolling back through videos, and it wound up being 14 channels. And I did a drawing, and 1 out of 14, one chance in 14, that's not bad. 14, it's not bad. And the couple of previous ones that I had done, well, the previous one to that was the 13, there was 13. And then the couple of ones before that was over 40. And, so it is what it is. But I mean, I tell people, if you want an opportunity, talking about preparedness, prepping, or whatever you want to call it, things happen, and emergencies happen. Do you have a scenario? Most people's scenarios, like my scenarios, involve hurricanes and freezes. It's been 7, 8 years since we've had a hurricane here in Victoria come through Victoria, and we were without power for a week. So my emergency prepping is for the idea of something happens and we're without power for a week. We don't have running water for a week. Um, so I have 12-volt appliances. I have a 12-volt um, compressor driven dual zoned refrigerator freezer, which I basically use for refrigeration. And I can keep the thing running 24/7 with solar power. And I've got uh, lithium iron batteries, 100 amp hour batteries will keep the thing running. So I can have cold water, cold milk, um, cheese, butter, different things that you want to refrigerate. I have, and I can keep them cold. And so medication. Do you have your medication? Do you have a supply of your medication? You don't want to run out of medication. Do you have medication? Do you have food that you can heat up, or food that you can eat that's room temperature? Um, Having lots of crackers. You eat meals. You have crackers with it. Crackers are filling. Oatmeal. You just need boiling water for oatmeal. Freeze dried food. You need boiling water. Coffee. You need hot water. Soup, hot water. Tea, hot water. Got to have a means to heat water. And like my number one, and I've got a couple of these that I keep handy, so I can use two at once. You get these little flat stoves. I can heat water in boil water in under 15 minutes with this using, some camp heat or some sterno. It doesn't take me 15 minutes to boil water. So I can have hot coffee. I can heat a retort pouch. I can heat stuff with it. And I was without power almost a week from Hurricane Helene. I'm thankful it wasn't in the winter. There's still almost 7,000 people in North Carolina in tents. Yeah, I've heard. I have heard. And God bless them. Things will change when the new administration comes in. They'll take care of our people, and they will start dealing with the problems. We have tents. I mean, I just last birthday, I bought my wife a new 10-person tent. It was like $400 and some odd dollars. Real nice one. And she goes and she sews and reinforces everything. She'll go and she'll get it and set the thing up. Then she'll go in and she'll start reinforcing. So she feels like it's not. She'll go in and start doing seams and start, working on stuff. Like getting it ready. Self-defense. What do you have for self-defense? Oh, I got pepper spray, or I got pepper gel, or I have a taser, which is fine. It's fine. Fine. Um, my friend Dave, and he may still be here lurking, or he may not, but he had sent me a video link of somebody he thinks highly of that has a channel and puts out some. I watched it. I was up in the middle of the night. It's like about an hour video, and I was watching it. Watched about 45 minutes of it, and he was talking about how to build. He had two little small packs, what he put in them, and how to be prepared to make a little shelter, and you use what's out in the wilderness. Well, one, I'm getting old, so I don't like the woods. When I was younger, I did. I hate ticks. Wood ticks, lime. No bueno. You go out and about hunting, or you're out in the woods or whatever, there are going to be ticks, and there's going to be stuff that's going to get on you, and you better have somebody else with you to help, search to find, find these damn things. You know, you won't know they're there. You got to search places you can't get to, that you can't see. You got to be willing to do that for whoever's with it. You don't go by yourself. The other thing is, you don't go unarmed. You at least have a good pistol, because there are things that will attack you, and you want to at least have some means of self defense. And building a or making a shelter that you're going to be, you know, overnight or whatever. Yeah, that's something to be able to do and to know how to do, and I know how to do it. I don't know that I have the strength to do it the way I used to, because I don't have the energy I used to. But I do know how to do it, and I could explain to somebody how to do it. But it's like having a get home bag, or they call it a bug out bag, or you have a your vehicle breaks down. You're 10, 15 miles from home out in the country, and do you have the various things? Okay, you're wearing a suit, or you got dress shoes, or do you have some uh, appropriate clothes that you can change into, some appropriate shoes you can change into for walking? Do you have a good jacket with you? Do you have gloves? You have something for your head? Now, wintertime, people freeze to death. What do you have? And the other thing is that if it's going to be freezing, you don't want to leave your vehicle. You don't want to be out hiking in the freezing weather at night. If you got a vehicle, you stay with your vehicle. Next day, when the sun's up, or the lights out, then you can. If you're going to hike it out, then you can hike it out. 7 in the house, 15 likes. So, yuck. You need to have bottled water. You need to have plenty of bottled water. And I got 3 more of them I need to fill up. 3 gallons. Stackables. I stack them 3 deep. I stack them 3 deep. 3 gallons each is 9 gallons. I had here recently, I bought 3 more. And it'll go over there. I have to rearrange some stuff and be over in the corner. And you're not going to want... This will be right at 25 pounds. You don't want to be out carrying this. This is not something you want to be hiking out with. This is something like the water's off, you're in wherever your camp is, and it's already there. You don't want to be hiking around with several gallons of water. But they're really, you gotta have it. Water goes out, you gotta have it. I got 60 gallons right back there. Now, yeah, you could have one of those in your car. Have a couple of them in your car. But the idea of hiking out with them, no, you don't want to do that. Now, maybe if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, but nope, in his prime. So I will plan on doing another live stream tomorrow. And, the topic being preparedness. Water, you need a couple of 24 packs per person per week. Drinking water. Right now, a 24 pack is going to cost you about $3.50 Two of them's about $7. Not going to break the bank. Then you got to have food. I'm real big on oatmeal. A couple of packets of oatmeal is not expensive. Or, ramen, crackers, stuff to spice it up. Retort pouches, different stuff. Not expensive. It's not difficult. You just have to be able to heat water, or it means to heat stuff. And I encourage people to plan, have an inventory, and know what you need, purchase what you need, have it available, have a good medical kit, have your medication, have a supply of your medication, have a good emergency radio, have batteries, spare batteries. How do you heat stuff? How do you recharge stuff? If the grid goes down, if the power's out, the towers will not have power. The cellular towers will not have power. So you can have a charged phone. You have a means to charge your phone, but you won't have any signal because, there's no power to the towers, so you won't be able to use your phone. Gotta think about stuff like that. And having a good map of your state, of your area, having a kit, having cordage, having cordage, wear it on the wrist. Having a means to light a fire, good emergency matches, fire starter tinder. Do you know how to make a fire? A safe fire so you don't burn the forest down. Basic skills, cooking skills. Can you cook? What do you bring? If you have a group of people that are together, what do you bring to that group? What do you bring to that group? What are your skills? Do you have skills? You need to work on skills. Oh, Judas Priest, get up, David. You have a good medical book? Something that's a Prepper's Medical Manual, the ultimate readiness guide for medical emergencies and disaster situations. And there are pictures. Different topics. Why we learn first aid. Have you had a first aid course? Do you know how to do CPR? Do you know how to do the Honig maneuver? Do you know how to take blood pressure? Do you have a blood pressure kit? You know how to take temperature? It's a good idea if you could store away some antibiotics. That would be good to have, antibiotics. Personal protection, practical triage. Having good N95s, the masks. Having gloves. You do not want to get blood on you. You do not want to, bloodborne pathogens. You want to be very careful when it comes to stuff like that. How to deal with bleeding and head injuries, eye injuries, abdominal injuries, wound management, burns, diabetic emergency, stroke, severe dehydration. Don't want to be dehydrated. You got to make sure you have plenty of liquids. Muy importante, water. Some people get overheated, and you can die from that. You can die from that. You get your body temperature off. We have done some big snows over the years, and I get broke down, and the truck cools off. I'm building a fire on the side of the road. I understand. Thank you for commenting about the live stream. Appreciate you being here. We snowplow roads. I bring food, water, and extra coat in a fire starter kit, usually dryer lint and Zippo fluid. Yep. Zippo fluid. I am constantly use the Zippo lighter. God darn it, constantly having to put fluid in the damn thing. That's why I don't really like the Zippo lighters. So I will plan on being back tomorrow. A little over an hour. Got my hour in. I will plan on. Please leave a like if you haven't done so. I will plan on being back tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another edition of Coffee Talk. I appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas. Coming up on a Happy New Year. Hopefully it will be a Happy New Year for everybody. Prepping is something you do. It's a marathon. It's not like a sprint. You do it over a period of time. And if I can share with you my knowledge, if you'd like to exchange information, if you'd like to contact me, my email address is in the description of all of my videos, not my shorts, not my lives. Or if you go look at the description of my channel, my email address is there. Email me. We can email, or you can send me your phone number. I can text you, or we can talk on the phone. Be happy to exchange information with you. And I'm here. This is sort of to me, this is like a little ministry teaching. And I'm an educator, and I've been an educator for over 30 years. I enjoy doing it. It's something that I feel like I'm giving back. So everybody, please have a blessed day. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Bye-bye. Thank you.